What happens when a simple beach moment turns into a viral storm overnight? One photograph, one outfit, one unexpected angle, and suddenly the internet decides it knows the whole story. That is exactly what unfolded when Casey Nezhoda, best known from Storage Wars, stepped into the spotlight in a way no one predicted. But the real story isn't about the picture people keep talking about. It's about what fame does when ordinary moments stop belonging to you. You might think reality TV fame is simple. Cameras roll, storage units open, and life goes on. But for Casey and her husband Renee, the journey was never just about bidding on abandoned lockers. It was about surviving sudden visibility in a world that never forgets a face once it decides to pay attention. And when that attention shifts from what you do to how you look, everything changes in ways most people never understand. Casey didn't start her public life seeking fame. She stepped into it through business instincts, competitive energy, and a personality that naturally stood out on screen. Viewers connected with her honesty, her sharp instincts, and her no-nonsense attitude in a male-dominated environment. That authenticity became her trademark. But authenticity in the spotlight comes with a price. The world begins to feel like it has access to every version of you, even the private ones you never meant to share. So when a casual swimwear moment resurfaced online, it didn't stay casual for long. The internet reacted the way it always does, fast, loud, and often without context. Clips were shared. Opinions were formed in seconds. Strangers debated a woman they had never met, as if a single image could define a lifetime of work, personality, and resilience. But here's the question worth asking: why do we reduce people to their most superficial moments? Behind the noise, Casey was still the same person her fans had followed for years. A businesswoman, a wife, a competitor who built her reputation through persistence, not appearances. The reality of her life was far less glamorous than social media suggested. Early mornings, unpredictable auctions, financial risks, and the constant pressure to stay relevant in a show that thrives on competition and personality. And yet, fame has a strange way of rewriting narratives. One moment you are known for your skills, and the next, you are known for a snapshot taken out of context. That emotional whiplash is something many public figures quietly struggle with. How do you stay grounded when the world keeps shifting the story about who you are? What makes Casey's journey compelling is not the viral attention, but the resilience behind it. She continued showing up, continued filming, continued being herself in an industry that often rewards exaggeration over authenticity. That kind of consistency is easy to overlook, but it is exactly what separates temporary attention from lasting respect. There is also a deeper truth hidden inside stories like this. Every viewer has been misjudged at some point. Every person knows what it feels like to be seen through a single moment instead of a full life. And maybe that's why these viral situations hit harder than we admit. They reflect something uncomfortable about how quickly we form opinions in a world built on fast scrolling and instant reactions. In the end, the image fades, the comments quiet down, and life moves forward. But what remains is the person behind it all, the same individual who was there long before the internet decided to look. Casey Nezhoda's story is not really about attention. It's about endurance, about standing in the middle of noise and still choosing to keep going. And maybe that's the lesson worth holding on to. Fame can amplify moments, but it can never fully define a person who refuses to be reduced by them.